Okay, so first off, I know I look nasty, but I don't really care, so here we go. My dad just brought me out here, and like, he really kind of pissed me off because he said, okay, he told my mom that if she went out one night this week that he could take care of getting me out here. And I mean, I don't even go into town every single day or need to come out here every night is what I'm saying. So he's only brought me out here one day, and that was the day that I started, and it wasn't even a weekday, okay? And so he brought me out here the first day I started. And then today my mom went to Atlanta, and I don't really know what she's doing, but she went to Atlanta. And so my dad told her, you know, I'll take care of it. And so I was like, so, okay, so he knows he has to take me out there tonight. And she's like, yeah. So then I call, okay, I was asleep all afternoon, and my phone was dead too. But I will, hang on, stupid dog wants to go out. Leave it. Oh, great. Another one threw up. But anyway, so he knew, I was like, so he knows when he had to bring me out here. So then I woke up at like 7, I think, and and I was like, so Dad, I'm ready to get out there. And he was like, well, like, he acted like he didn't know he had to bring me out here. And he was saying, I don't have gas for that, I gotta get to work these next 2 days, and I don't get paid till Wednesday, and I don't have gas, and all this bullshit. And I was like, well, you told Mom you would take care of it, so. And then my mom was like, well, just give him $20 that you fundraised for GTI and tell him that he'll have to pay you back Wednesday. So then I told him that, and he was like, well, why isn't your mom taking you? Did you tell her that I was taking you before you asked me if I would? Or he was trying to make it out like it was my fault, and like I said, well, Dad said he would take me before I asked him, which I didn't. Like, I never intended on like doing that. It was my mom told me that he was going to. So he's like, he comes to get me, and I give him the money. He's like, I don't want your money, whatever. So then then I was like, can we stop at Taco Bell so I can get some dinner? So we stopped at Taco Bell, and I paid for my Taco Bell and everything, but the whole time he was just kind of like moody, whatever. Then on the way out here, I was just talking to him, like just having a conversation, but he wasn't really saying much. And then he was like, I just want you to know that I'm beside myself about all this tonight. And I was like, well, you know, why? And he's like, he was saying that he wanted me to know that he's driven 120 miles for me out here this week, and it's 20 miles to there and back, so that means it's really only 80, not 120. And my mom's driven out here twice, like every day, not just because and half the time it wasn't because I didn't come out here, it's just because she wanted to like come keep me company or come make sure I'm okay or whatever, or go to the pool. And like, my dad can come out here and go to the pool if he wants to too. Like, I don't understand why he's trying to make it sound like it's such an inconvenience for him, when first off, he offered, and second off, my mom does it like 3 times as much as he does. Like, it's really not that far. Like 20 miles, I don't know, it's just really not that far. Because, okay, if you get like 30 miles to the gallon or 25 miles to the gallon, which he has to, because I mean, look at his car, like he has to get at least 20 miles to the gallon, so it's really like not that expensive to bring me out here. So it really just pissed me off, because he was like, it's nice to be he said, I feel like, you know, there's a miscommunication between you and your mom, but I feel like you from the beginning just assumed that I would do it. Like, you just kind of took me for granted like that. You just assumed, well, Dad will do it. And he said, I like to be depended on but not taken for granted. And I'm like, you weren't taken for granted. You offered. But I didn't say that. I just didn't say anything. And then he was like, do you have anything to say? And I said, not really. And then he said, well, Dad, what did he say? Something about Dad, blah, 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 and I really appreciate you, or something like, you know, thanks for bringing me out here, and I appreciate it, or whatever. And he's like, you know, I drove to work, I went to work, I came home and ate dinner, and that's all I've really done today. You need to take that into consideration. And I'm like, you offered! I didn't understand why I was getting in trouble or acted like or getting talked to like I took him for granted because I didn't. But if you say that you're gonna do something and you offer to do something, I'm gonna expect you to do it, and I'm gonna get pissed if you try to tell me you're not. Because the fact that he didn't take my money shows me that he does have the money. So why did he like say, well, I don't have money to be doing that? Whatever. It's just like you kind of piss me off, and it's just. But I didn't mean, you just happened to get the spill on this because I just got here, and so yeah, I'm gonna make another video now.